There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And here's Mbappe.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira. It's Ibrahimovic! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Ferdinand. Vieira. Oh, that is a nice touch. And here's Zola. Shoots! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Can he finish? Goal! Botafogo! And they're back in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's forced to go back. Vieira. Mateus. Ernest is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Vieira. This is promising. Vieira. Lahm. And it's Lahm. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mateus goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Bellingham. Mateus. And here's Zola. Zola! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
No way through, so back it comes. Shapes to shoot! Lacking in accuracy. And it's Seedorf. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Roberto Carlos. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for move. Decent chance! Goal! Botafogo! And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Botafogo take the lead. Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is expertly dealt with. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Mateus. Vieira at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Zola, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Lahm. Lahm tries making a foray down the right. And a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Vieira. Zola. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now then, the ball's come loose. And the first 45 minutes are up. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Botafogo hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Seedorf. And here's Bale. He's through, now is he in? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gives it back. Bellingham. Bellingham carries the ball down the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's a little off target. Oh, that's nice. That's a good ball. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And here's Bellingham. And this is Messi. Oh, nice touch. And it's Bellingham. 60 minutes played. And this is Zola.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Roberto Carlos. Nice control. Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ferdinand cuts it out. And they can counter here. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Mateus. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hernes. Mateus. Zola. And it's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. Pullet looking to get on the end of this.
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Hernes going face-to-face with his great rival. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Out towards the flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. In comes... He rises! Oh, crossbar! Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Bellingham. It's a good run down the right. And it's Vieira. Pullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Bale proves just a little bit too strong. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Botafogo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Numero 10. Messi.
Botafogo, moments now away from seeing this one out. And this is Pullet, and the flag has stayed down.
Il numero 21. Bale. Il numero 18.
Quick look, then up he goes! Against the crossbar. It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Botafogo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
We have already started here.
According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this from the...
Great chance!
And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Mateus. That'll be a throw-in.
Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Showing great feet there. Now this could be a chance. Delicate ball and it's shot at goal! That's going to go a long way. And he's intervened well there. Now that looks a decent ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's big chance! One-on-one! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. Lahm picks it up out wide. Lahm tries making a foray down the right. That's tidy. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hoeneß with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Driving forward. There's a sharp little ball here. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Bellingham. Looking for the run. Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through, and he shoots! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Lazio really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Zola plays it short. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Seedorf. is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lazio upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Roberto Carlos delivers. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi.
Lazio have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Can he finish? Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Strong running down that left flank. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Nice control. And he lines up a cross. Well, that pass isn't the best. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And here's Zola. Oh, it's come loose. Ferdinand. And it's Thuram.
Lazio have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
That's a shade optimistic. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's a promising position. Vieira. Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. Threads one in. He's in a good position here. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Vieira. Zola. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the...
Takes a shot! He scores!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Botafogo have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now.
And Hullet! It goes to show he is human after all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Hullet. Looking tidy in possession here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Nedved. Bale. Can he get it through? Hullet touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. And it's been played through. He has found the way through. And the finish! That is special! Gareth Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to...
Bale gets through on his own. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pele goes steaming forward. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Just 1 goal in it now. Game on! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Araujo. So what can they make of this? Now it's Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. Decent chance! No mistake! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Rice did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's really well manoeuvred. Spread it left. And it's Rice. And the shot! Oh, what a mistake!
Oh, sweet feet. Now that's a lovely exchange. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Nicely shaped cross.
Shot, surely! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And now he has two. Botafogo grab a 3-goal lead. It's just... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Azar picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Botafogo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And now the breakaway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best.
Goes for a shot! In for the pieces! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Lam. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. No way through. Chance here to counter. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Strong running down that left flank. And this is Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Seedorf. Ernest.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Turns and goes back. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a little off target. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he's straight offside. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's on his way!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ibrahimovic does really well to win the ball there. Look at the space here!
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Mateus. There he goes, motoring forward.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Good ball, good... Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Climbs up big! And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? And he's worked it through. Schmeichel gets good distance on it. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Chance for a shot! And it's Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving through. He's having a shot! I'll keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
This possibly the last play of the half. It's a mighty effort! Zola attempting a decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Botafogo are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So it's back to business.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zola touches it back. Oh, that is a good... Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Played out to the left flank. Ernest. Oh, it's Seedorf. He's in space and looking for options. And the ball's come loose here.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 4 coming up here. Lahm plays it short. Fired deep towards the back post. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Seedorf. Oh, well played, well played. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nesta. Lahm. Aimed beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the keeper's given it away. Mateus. Zola. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lazio looking to pass their way through. And Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Zola. Mateus. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 25. Numero 10. Messi. Numero 22. Numero 20.
Looking to play him in.
Il numero 19.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Il numero 21. Bale. Il numero 4.
Nedved, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And it's Michel Platini. Driving on and making good progress. And this is Hazard.
Botafogo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that's gone loose. And here's Bale. Vieira. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for Moot. Shapes to shoot! This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any...
There's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Little pass back. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Crosses it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Tries to pass it through. And it's Gullit. And this is Pele. It's a threatening ball. And the shot's on here. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.